Nell Polka for June. Take one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's a great way to start this June issue of Fiddle magazine and my regular video of Irish traditional tunes to learn. Hi, I'm Tom Morley, your resident Irish fiddler here in the digital pages of Fiddle magazine. I've been teaching for, coming up on 2 years now, great tunes for the beginning Irish fiddler. By now, maybe you're not such a beginner anymore, but many of the tunes are still quite accessible to fiddlers of all ages and all levels. And that's kind of my goal in life, looking for those kind of tunes that are going to be great no matter what level you're at. The tune we're going to learn today is another polka. About a year ago, I think I introduced polkas, which are great, fun, fast tunes with simple melodies in the Irish traditional genre. I think I taught a tune called We Won't Go Home Till Morning, but this time we're doing a tune called Nell Polka. Nell Polka is a three-part tune. All the tunes that I've taught you guys so far have been two-part tunes, and that's the kind of standard fiddle tune style in the Irish traditional world. You've got an A section and a B section. Each section's 8 measures long, and you repeat each section twice. But there are all kinds of different other tunes that have more than 2 sections. Some are 3-parters, we call them. There are some jigs and reels that have 4 sections, and I'm familiar with one of my favorite slip jigs, one of those tunes in 9/8 time, a tune called The Kid on the Mountain. That's got 5 distinct little parts to it, so sometimes they can be much longer than the 2 parts. So you're sitting out there saying, oh, well, 3 parts, that's going to be a lot for me to learn. That's going to be hard to hear the tune by ear or by music and learn it. But I don't think you'll have any trouble learning this wonderful tune. It's called Nell Polka. We play it regularly at our traditional Irish music session every Sunday night here in Fairhope at McSherry's Irish Pub. It's one of our favorites, and it really gets the crowd going. All the polkas have a tendency to make people clap along and have a good time. Also recently, back in March, I'm a member of the Mobile Symphony Orchestra, and my band Mithril got to get up with a special guest that we had in March, which was Cherish the Ladies, one of the most well-known, internationally loved Irish traditional groups, led by the great whistle and flute player Joni Madden. They came to our town and put on 2 concerts of great Irish trad music with a full symphony backup back in March, right around St. Patrick's Day. It was great fun. Like I said, my band Mithril got to get up and perform with them, and we were on the big final encore, and guess what it was? It was Nell Polka. It was this exact tune, so it will forever be one of my favorites. Well, let's dive in there and learn this tune. It's in the key of D. There's that D scale with F sharp and C sharp, 2 high 2nd fingers. This tune mainly stays in the notes on the D scale. At the very end of it, you'll play a couple E string notes, open E and F sharp, but that's really it. So the whole tune stays within that wonderful D scale. I think it's easy to remember the 3 parts because they're all 3 very distinct from each other, and they kind of get more and more exciting as the tune continues. So the first part has a kind of a low melody, but a very a very memorable little rhythm lick. As soon as you hear that, I think you can pick up your fiddle and bow and do that. It starts on open D. So it jumps right from open D to first finger B on the A string, but you just can't forget that da 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 da. All opens, first and second fingers, and then you do it again. So that's just a little dance there with your first fingers. You don't even use your third finger in the first section of the tune. So let's listen to that again. See, it only uses those notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 notes in that melody and a very memorable rhythmic lick. So let's learn that A part one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. And repeat it. Cool part. The second part moves up a little on your violin and makes the melody a little more exciting. And ends the same way. That ending is the same, but you do get to move up a little on your A string. You use all the notes on the A string for that one. Let's learn that second part of the tune again. 1, 2. Repeat it. So let's remember how the first two parts go. They go. Second part. That's the A part and the B part. The third part is the most exciting part. Starts on open A, then goes to third finger, and then you go up, up, up. So it starts on open A, but then you go 3, open 1, and that's the final notes, the highest notes you get to play. You finally get up on the E string. It doesn't happen to the third section. Then you go back. And finally some eighth notes. A lot of fun here. Up, up. Then 1, 3, 1, open. So let's listen to that's probably the trickiest part of the entire tune. But not too bad. And then so all 3 sections actually end the same way that the first and second section did as well. Let's put that all together, and I would say whether you're used to reading from music, and of course, as always, I provide the music along with the article about this tune here in iFiddle magazine. So go ahead and download that PDF and look at it if you want. But this is a great ear training tune to listen to those 3 sections. I think they each tell a little story in the world of Irish polkas, and it's a very fun tune. So let's try it one more time from the very beginning. 1 and 2 and ready, go. That really gets the crowd going when you pick it up and do it just a little faster than that. The music that I provided, by the way, in this month's issue is written in 2 ways, an easy way and a more traditional way. If you look up polkas online and you decide to download some, there's tons of Irish fiddle tunes out there, free for the taking online. You'll see that most polkas are written in 2/4 time, that's 2 beats in a measure, and the rhythms are all done in 1/8 notes and 16th notes, dotted 8th note and 16th note combinations, that sort of thing. It makes them look a little intimidating on the page if you don't understand how to count in the 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a style of counting, if you haven't learned to count with notes, beats cut up into 4 parts. But I have also figured out how to make any polka look a lot easier by doubling all those notes, putting it in 4/4 time, and taking every 8th note, turning it into a quarter, and every 16th note, turning into an 1/8. The melody is still there exactly the same. It's just your decision on how to count it easier, and you can still play it as fast as you want, and it still turns into a polka. So you'll see both versions there, and if you're having trouble reading music, look at the 4/4 version, and read the 3 parts that way. And if you're used to counting in true polka style in 2/4 time, you can look at that version too. Anyway, I hope you like this new polka that I taught you. Try it out with your friends at your next session, and I think it'll go over really great. Hope you've enjoyed this lesson here at iFiddle Magazine. Once again, Tom Morley here. You can visit my website, irishtradfiddle.com. There you'll find my books, Learn How to Play Irish Trad Fiddle. This is a book that's being used by teachers and students around the world. I've actually had orders from as far away as Spain, England, Ireland, Japan, and then I have a great little collection of tunes called Fiddle Club Favorites, which is available now for violin, viola, and cello. So check it out. Like me on Facebook. Email me anytime at thefiddlecenter@gmail.com. Thanks, and see you again next month.